Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your low carb queen here. And today we're going to make some chocolate chip cookies. How about that? All right, so let me share this out. I'm sharing myself out this morning. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope everybody had a great week. I got my laptop over here so I can really see what's going on. So I'm just sharing this out, guys. I will be with you in a second. Again, I hope y'all had a good week. I'm sharing this out, letting people know what's going on. If they have time to pop in, wonderful. Can y'all hear that? That's my refrigerator. It sounds like it needs some help. You may not even be able to hear it. You may not even be able to hear it. All right, so I hope y'all having a good day. I was just sharing this out to a few people. And we will get started. Yes, we will. I got to get all my ingredients and stuff together. What's this? Oh, okay. Couple more, and then I'm done. Hey, Carla. How you doing, daughter? I'm just here. This is my other channel. For those of you who don't know, I have another channel, and it's called Low Carb Queen. Yes, the low carb queen. I'm trying to manifest my low carbs. How about that? So I'm just sharing this out. That's all I'm doing. I shared it out. Did I share this out on Facebook? I'm not sure. Hey, Bless Ro, how you doing? How's everything going? Y'all, if I look tired, it's because I am. I am such a night owl. I went to bed like after 1 o'clock working on a project. So, yeah. But I hope y'all had a good week. I hope everything is going well for everybody. Everybody is in good health, good strength, good prosperity, all the goods. Let all the goods come alive, okay? So today I am making chocolate chip cookies. I had said last week that if my falafels went well, I was going to try to make brownies with chickpeas because there's a recipe out there. But then I just decided, nah, because the chickpea recipe, listen, Jesus saves, okay? And that chickpea recipe got saved last week, okay? Again, for those of you who may come in later, my name is Kim. I am your low carb queen here, and this channel is about my weight loss journey. So on Saturdays, I'll be cooking. I go live every Saturday cooking or either having a guest on to share about their weight loss journey. And so today I'm making chocolate chip cookies. Now, the good news is I have made this recipe before and the cookies came out great, okay? They're not super fantastic on a chocolate chip cookie level, but for a low carb cookie, that's about 1 or 2 at the most carbs per cookie, it was good. And it was good like, oh, let me eat one, let me eat another one, let me eat another one. So I definitely have made them before, and I've gotten outside reviews, meaning people who are not on a weight loss journey, and they like them as well. So that's what I'm going to do today. I haven't gotten on the scale yet either. I said I was going to get on the scale. It's been 2 weeks. Let me go check this scale real quick. Guess what, y'all? My scale is in the breakfast room right next to the kitchen. So, when you think about eating, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm going to get on this scale really quick. Ooh. Do I get to take a pound off of my clothes? Oh, Lord. Let me get on it one more time. Make sure. Do I get a pound for my clothes? Nope, I don't get a pound for my clothes. That's a shame. All right, so let me bring y'all over here 1 second. According to the scale, I am up 3 pounds. Oh boy, this is tired. Okay, so according to the scale, I'm up 3 pounds. You have to go look at the last video I did 2 weeks ago to see how much that is, because I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so it's not really that bad. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did today. This week. This week I did no sweets, no candy, no cookies, no chips. But this was the catch. Anything, if I was having a sweet craving, anything sweet that I wanted, I had to make or create. So that was the catch for me this week. Some of you may know I am now a pescatarian. I'm in my 4th month. And I say that happily and sadly at the same time. It's catch-22 because I haven't really lost anything. I just knew I was going to lose some weight by not eating meat. Nah, because you bulk up on those carbs because, you need to feel full. So This past week, I really tracked my food. That was one of the goals. If you look at last week's weekly update, which I usually try to put out on Sunday or Monday, I put one out. The goal was to track. One of the goals was to track your food, exercise. Um, I forgot what the other two were, but yeah, I did track my food. I did exercise a minimum of 3 times a week. I do have to exercise today. I know I exercise. I exercise 3 times because Lorna, one of my daughters, exercised with me twice. That's my new exercise partner. And then I had exercise one day by myself, but I will still exercise today. So I did exercise 3 times a week. I did track my food. And oh yeah, I did do better. One of the other goals that I had from last week was to do better with my cutoff time of eating. I did do better. My normal time is 10. So I'm talking about the intermittent fasting, eating starting at 2 and to stop eating at 10. So that's an 8-hour window of eating. I feel like that's a large window. Um, so that's 16 hours off and 8 hours on. That's not bad. It really isn't. And I don't eat continually during that time. I usually break my fast somewhere between the 1:30, 2 o'clock hour. I get off work at 12:30, get home, start preparing my food. That's right, y'all. The other thing I did too was meal prep. I wrote my food down, and I'm going to show y'all that in my weekly update video of what I wrote down that I wanted to eat, what I actually prepared, and what I actually ate. That was fun. I probably, I did good all week. I promise you, I was conscious of my carbs. I stayed under my 1,800 calorie limit. I did not use up my exercise calories, didn't use those up at all. But on yesterday, and I'm going to blame one of my daughters, I mean, I was offered food on different occasions. No, I'm good. Because I told y'all I wasn't doing any sweets or any like chips or anything. Now, again, I'll say that if I wanted those things, I had to make them. So in the video coming up for my weekly update, and you might have saw as one of my shorts, I did make chips. I made homemade potato chips, which are absolutely delicious. You just got to catch them. If you blink, those babies are going to turn brown. I mean, it's like a minute on each side. So I made those, and then I made my own chocolate covered strawberries with, of course, the Swerve chocolate chips. And those were pretty good. It was dark chocolate. Not a super fan of dark chocolate, but I bought it. But and I added a little stevia to the strawberries. I cut the strawberries up into fours. You'll see all of that. I'm in the midst of trying to put those videos together. So you'll see all of that. But they were good. I'm gonna tell you what they did. They did solve my sweet tooth problem. So yeah, I was popping those things like pills. And they did solve, like I said, the sweet tooth problem. Very, very low in carbs and calories. I count carbs. I try to keep track of calories for the people who are also counting calories. So, of course, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so what was I saying, y'all? I forgot. So yeah, I'm gonna put together a video of everything that I was trying to do. Oh, I was talking about like, if I wanted something sweet, I would make it. So I thought for sure by cutting out, sweets completely and cutting out sweet and salty completely that I would drop a couple pounds. I know what I was about to tell y'all. I was about to blame one of my daughters who bought me lunch yesterday. Oh my God, we have a place called Captain Steve's. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it. I don't know if it's national or it's a seafood restaurant, period. The girl bought lunch for me. She was like, Mom, I'll treat you to lunch, if you don't mind going to pick it up. Now, Captain Steve's, you're really supposed to eat that in 2 days. She bought me lunch. Our 2 lunches combined were $55, no tip. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Just let that marinate. I was upset because their prices have gone up. Okay. I got clam strips and jumbo fried shrimp. Um, and it comes with coleslaw and a side of your choice. Usually it comes with baked potato if you don't choose a side. She got the same thing, but she got onion rings. She didn't tell me she was going to get onion rings. She got coleslaw and onion rings. I got coleslaw and a baked potato. I mean, it's a big. They give you a huge baked potato. Okay, excuse me. I mean, I'm gonna show y'all like huge. This is the last potato that I had. That's probably, if I don't use it in the next day or two or try to plant it, it's going to go bad. Like huge. You see how big? That's the kind of baked potato they give y'all. Yeah, I'm telling on myself. So, that was my lunch. I went to go pick it up and they give you a lot of food. Like I said, you can have leftovers. So I ate that. I ate that for lunch and I ate it for dinner. So it was a lot. I put it in my fitness pal. I'll show y'all that on my weekly update. It was a lot of food. They always give. Oh yeah, and they give you hush puppies. Oh my God. That was a no-win. That probably used up. I put that in my fitness pal. That used up. Let me see. Probably all of my calories, carbs, everything for the day, maybe for the week. I think I did. I think I did take a picture of the. Yeah, it was. I mean, I told her, I was like, "Do you realize how much this food is?" After I went in and paid for it, because it was her credit card. She wasn't bothered. I was like, "They have gone up. Their prices are ridiculous." No, I did not. Oh, maybe on my. It might be on this phone right here I am live from my phone, so it might be in my phone. I probably did, but I'll show y'all. I mean, you could pull their menus up. I'll pull it up, take a picture of that if I didn't take a picture of the actual plate. But it's just one of those places like like Texas Roadhouse where they give you so much food you just can't eat it all in one setting. Excuse me. So I nibbled on that. I ate it for lunch. It was so bad, y'all. I didn't even take it and put it in the refrigerator for later. I nibbled on it, then nibbled on it again, then nibbled on it again until that thing was gone. So that's my 3 pounds right there. Because I got on the scale earlier this week, like about Wednesday, and I think I was at, um, I think I was 2 pounds up. I was 2 pounds up. So now I'm 1 more pound up. That's clearly what that was. But I'm going to work on it. I'm just not even going to stress about it anymore. Yeah. So, yeah, my lunch. I don't know if y'all can see that. Nope, y'all can't. There's no way I can show y'all that. I don't know why it's giving me a light. Oh, let me see. My lunch for yesterday was 1,492 calories, 1,500 calories. And my calorie intake per day is 1,800. Okay. And that's if I counted it correctly, which I think I did. Yeah, my clam strips were 575. Jumbo shrimp 438. Oh, let me get to the carbs. But all of this is going to be in my video. Yeah, I put all of this in my video. Yeah, I was over on my carbs. My carb allotment was 135. Yes, that was lunch and dinner. It was definitely. But up until the week, I had really been eating like one meal a day. If I eat another meal, it's really not that much. So yeah, my carb intake was supposed to be 135 and I was at 157. But it's all good. We can take a pound off for my clothes. So I'm 2 pounds up. So I try to have on as little clothes as possible, TMI, sometimes I try to, like sneak down here, like I said, with as little clothes as possible, not in the birthday suit because it's in the kitchen. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get started on these chocolate chip cookies, and they're gonna be wonderful. They're gonna be absolutely wonderful. I've made them before, like a few years ago, so this will definitely be an update. Let me grab my little book so that I can get the recipe going, and we're gonna get started. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna let y'all know now what this recipe calls for. So if you want to write it down, or you'll be able to go back through the video, because I'm not going to promise it's going to be in the description. I have said that many a day and then forgot to put stuff in the description box. So this recipe calls for 6 ounces of butter, 2 ounces of cream cheese, vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/4, and I didn't put teaspoon or tablespoon. 1/4, let's say teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Shouldn't be 1/2 because it's a cookie. We don't want it to rise too much. 3 tablespoons of the sweetener of your choice, which I'll probably add a little bit more. That's not a lot. 1/2 cup of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, your cup of chips. You could freeze it. You have to freeze the dough for about 10 minutes if you want to roll them out. I always freeze it because when you're dealing with coconut flour and almond flour, they absorb so much that it's sticky and it's hard to handle. I'm trying to find something that's not gluten-free because that's not my issue. A lot of times, when you're doing low carbs, people just automatically assume that you want something gluten-free. I technically could use flour, but flour has a lot of carbs in it. 1 tablespoon of flour is about 6 carbs. So if you're using a whole cup of flour, good grief. So then you freeze them, or you can refrigerate them for an hour or the next day. Freeze them for 10 minutes. Bake at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. You'll see the sides getting a little brown. And then cool. You must cool when you cook with coconut flour or almond flour. You have to cool them. You know how you can pull a hot cookie out the oven, let it, when you pull those hot cookies, you let them sit for a minute or two, and then you can eat one, and the chocolate chips are melting. You can't do that. You can't do that with almond flour and coconut flour. No can do. You can, break it apart and see the chocolate chip, but it's going to crumble. I promise you it's going to crumble. Now, today, 9 times out of 10, because I don't think I have any cream cheese, I'm going to substitute my cream cheese for yogurt. And I'm going to do that for 2 reasons. One, I don't think I have any cream cheese. But even if I do, I want to substitute because yogurt, it acts somewhere like the egg and yeast family. There are recipes that don't have eggs but have yogurt. And so I want to add some yogurt in, which I'm playing already, and I haven't even started. Like I said, I've tried this recipe before. I've made it before around the holidays, and it came out really good. So let me get started. Let me get my ingredients. I'm going to take y'all with me and get the ingredients. So I need, I've got some brown sugar right here. Now this is sugar in the raw, pure cane sugar. It's brown. So we're going to use that for our brown sugar. Don't y'all judge my refrigerator. Because, y'all looking at me. I'm worried about the fridge. Let me see. Y'all see my fridge? Yeah. So I got to get some butter. I'm just going to pull out a stick of butter. What else? Now, I got some cream, but Lord have mercy. Let me see the expiration date. I'm scared to look at it. 3/7. 3/7/24. We're going to throw that in the trash. 3/7/24. So I'm going to use this yogurt. I just bought this yogurt. What else do I need out of here? Need a bottle of water because I'm thirsty. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I don't know how much of that y'all saw. Oh, I need the coconut flour and the almond flour. So let's go in here. I'm in the pantry, y'all. Here's my coconut flour. This is some almond flour. This pantry is a little empty. Splendor. Now, I like allulose the best. Let me turn y'all back around. But I don't have any. I have Splendor. And I have stevia. I think I'm going to go, I don't know. I don't know which one. I kind of like stevia. Let me see. Oh, the chips. Oh, the baking powder and the baking soda and the chips. I think the chips are in here. Oh, yeah, here they go. I hope that's a cup full. Y'all can see. Baking powder and baking soda. Soda powder. I'm all over the place. I never proclaimed to be a professional. Hey, Traces of Twan's Life. God bless you. Thank you for being in the building. Ooh. Oh, I'm trying to make some chocolate chip cookies today. So bear with me. So, yeah. I'm so glad to see you. Hey, you over there doing it. Let's roll. If you don't have Traces of Twan, go check her out. She is really a wonderful lady like yourself. So, all right, guys, let me get all of this together. I got the butter. Oh, yeah, I'm throwing this cream cheese away. I got the butter. Oh, vanilla extract. I don't know if I have any of that. Brown sugar, baking powder, baking soda, stevia, almond flour, coconut flour, chocolate chips. Yeah, we got everything but the vanilla extract. I got some almond extract, y'all. And I got lemon. Lemon will do fine. Lemon or almond, either or. Lemon or almond will do fine. Let me throw this away, wash my hands, and we're going to get started. See, this is where you have the music on you were going to hear. Oh my gosh. Yes, Bless Rose over there cooking. Cooking. I know you cooked for Easter, sis. I know you did. Let me get y'all situated. This low carb life has me doing way less cooking. Way less. Y'all already know I have so many gadgets. So I'm gonna try to turn y'all around so we can get started. Keep the air fryer on the island because we use it a lot. Well, somebody does. All right, so I'm gonna bring y'all over here so y'all can see what's going on. Y'all know this iPhone is so heavy. It's not gonna work like that. All right, let me turn y'all around. Let me turn you around. Front camera, back. That should work. Okay, got it. Oh my God, that's a miracle that I got that on the first try because this iPhone and I don't get along. I'm baking chocolate chip cookies, low carb chocolate chip cookies. That's what I'm baking. And I've made this before, so it is definitely a winner. It's definitely a winner. Now, the only difference is instead of cream cheese, I'm going to be using yogurt. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I really don't. That's the only difference. I'm hoping that it'll be a greater binder or bind them together more. But we're going to do the dry ingredients. Let me see. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to put the wet in the dry or the dry in the wet? That's the one I always add the wet to the dry. So I'm going to put the dry together first. So for my dry, I need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda. 1/4. You'll never find that. Oops. I think I did. Yep, I found it. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 of baking soda. Okay, so let's see. 1/4 of baking powder. I hope it's a fourth and not a half, y'all, because I wrote it down from my own video from when I did it before and a few years back. Baking soda. That's the dry. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Here we are right here. Now this is a coarse coconut flour. Well, it says super finely grounded, but it just doesn't look like the other coconut flour that I've had before. I'll show y'all, see that? So it's 2 tablespoons of that. I mean, this is almond flour, excuse me. It actually looks like it has the almonds in there. So 2 tablespoons of almond flour. Ba-ba-da-da. Oh, that was wrong. It was supposed to be 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. So, hold on. It was supposed to be 2 tablespoons of coconut flour and a 1/2 cup of almond flour. Somebody's calling me. I can't take that call right now. So this is the coconut flour. Okay. Oh, you're cooking chili and baking a cake. Oh my gosh, what kind of cake you making, Bless Roll? I hope you videotaping. I hope you are videotaping. So we're supposed to be a half a cup of this. So instead of a half, I'm gonna add a third because I already added 2 tablespoons of the almond flour. So I'm gonna add a third instead. Hopefully that'll make up a half. I know baking is a science. I know when you cook it, you can, cheat a little bit, do a little bit more, a little bit less. But baking is the science. Well, keto baking, we'll see. So we want to mix all of that together. Make sure that's mixed up really good. Make sure I have, okay. Coconut flour, check. Almond flour, check. Sweetener, 3 tablespoons of stevia or sweetener of your choice. I got the baking powder, the baking soda, and the brown sugar. So all I need are 3 tablespoons of the sweetener of my choice. Splenda or stevia. See, I use stevia for my teas and stuff. That's why I have the little packs. So I need 3 tablespoons of these. I like stevia. Is stevia better? Is stevia and Splenda the same thing? Splenda Naturals. What does that mean? Let me see. Here's my Splenda. Does anybody know? Is there a difference? Did you? Oh, okay, cool. Did you make a video? I hope you made a video. Cause I love to see sweets. Cause that's one of my weaknesses. The sweets are my weakness. So I don't think this is gonna work too good. It's all about the same. So I'm just gonna go ahead on with this Splenda. I'm gonna do 3 heaping tablespoons of Splenda. How about that? And of course, it's less than 1 carb for 2 teaspoons. All right? I don't want it to splash everywhere if I try to use the mixing bowl to mix this. I'm gonna wait till I put my wet ingredients in. All right. All right, so we need 6 ounces of butter. Let's see. 6 ounces? What in the world is 6 ounces, y'all? We go by tablespoons and teaspoons. But guess what? Bingo. Guess what? Let me move you over just a little bit. We've got this. I need to go by ounces. Pounds and ounces. How many ounces is that? That's 4. Wait a minute. That's 4 ounces. So we need 6 ounces of butter. We've got plant-based butter in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. So So of course that's going to be 8. So let me cut this. I'm going to be playing around with this. Well, let's see. Oh my God, that's 5. That's 2 tablespoons. So 1 more tablespoon for 6. Can y'all believe that? I did. Look, I looked on it. It says tablespoons and cups. It doesn't say ounces, but 1 stick is 4 ounces. And that's 5.7 or 5.6. This is going to take it over. I already know that. I already know. 5.95. Close enough. All right, 5.95. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all now why I'm a little cuckoo. Number 1, my first marriage, I was married for 30 years. You said the butter wrapper. I was married for 30 years. We had 5 daughters. And that's why I'm a little cuckoo. Because I've raised 5 daughters. 5 girls. Anybody have girls out there? Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Traces of 26 now. Yup. Yup. That's about where we are. We are about there. Let's see. You know, excuse me, in the real world, I would have this all prepared in the beginning. I'm sorry, in the video world, this would all be. You have 2 girls? Oh, excuse me, I was drinking some water. Yes, I was married, my first marriage for a little over 30 years, almost 31 years. Raised 5 girls. I'm a retired high school math teacher, so bit of a geek and a little uncouth at times. So then my second marriage, my current husband came into the marriage with 5 biological daughters. 1 had passed away and he was raising the youngest. And not to mention all my other spiritual daughters, goddaughters. Girls make you crazy if you let them. If you let them. Okay, so let me get another bowl so I can. I just want to put the wet ingredients in a little bowl. First of all, I'm going to melt that butter. So I'm just going to throw my wet ingredients in here, y'all. So my wet ingredients, let me get a move on it. My wet ingredients will be the butter, the 2 ounces of cream cheese, which I have yogurt. This yogurt is 5.3 ounces. This is just some plain yogurt. So you come back up here, why don't you? And I need 2 ounces of plain yogurt. Oops. Scraped it off. I just don't like sometimes when you cook with yogurt, that lingering flavor. You could taste it. I'm trying to hold it. So I need y'all to just go back to 0. Hold. It's supposed to go back to 0 once you put something on there. Bus Rose said, I'm a little crazy every day. You have 1 daughter, 2 granddaughters, and 4 nieces. Woo! There it is. It says 0 right there. Right there. So I need, what, 2 ounces of this. That's 1.6. Now this supposed to be 5 ounces. I'm about to use the whole thing. That's too much. Well, that's 2.35. That's good enough. If I had to round down, that's what it would be. All right. So we got that. Just put that spoon in the sink. So this is the yogurt that's taking the place of the cream cheese. I don't even have sour cream, but I can tell you now it's gonna have that little sour flavor that I don't like. Lemon extract instead of let's see. You said there's always something going on at the high school to talk about. Yes. And the 7-year-old is constantly trying to do anything. Yes, yes. Listen, then when I was a teacher and I've taught several grades, sometimes the kids would say to me, why does your voice sound different? Like every few minutes your voice changes. And I would be like, because I've been yelling at 5 people. I've been saying, oh, good job. Get your homework done. Stop making noise. Oh, yes, you look nice today. I said, that's why my voice keeps changing. Because I've been all over the place for 20 years, 20 plus years. This is the lemon extract, y'all. Let me back up so y'all can see this. I'm just talking. The lemon extract, I'm just using that instead of vanilla. And I'm really hoping that it'll kill some of that yogurt. But I don't have any cream cheese. Just mix that up a little bit. Y'all see that? I think I'm done with you. Move you off the way. I'm putting the scale back, y'all. Okay. So we've got the butter, the vanilla extract, the cream cheese, brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of stevia, got that. So now I'm just going to melt the butter. I'm just going to soften it up a little bit so it can go in here. Yeah, those girls keep you busy. Hey, Joshua, great to have you. Yeah, those girls can keep you really busy. So our youngest daughter is now, she's in college. And so, yeah, but girls, as they say, a son's a son till he finds a wife, a daughter's a daughter all her life. Those girls, they're not going nowhere. They're going to stay close to mom most of the time. I mean, you do have boys who are mama's boys, and That's okay too. But most of the time, those girls, they're going to stay close. And I'm okay with it. At the end of the day, I'm okay with it. All right, y'all, so I'm getting ready to pour this butter in here. I softened it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to put this yogurt and vanilla extract in here. I probably lost about an ounce putting it in this bowl. And then we're going to mix. All right. That's my oven saying I'm ready, girl. I don't use this very often. So we're going to mix that up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Joshua. Oh, that's you? Bless your heart. So I just got to get the sides a little bit. I got to get the sides just a little bit. Make sure it's all mixed up in here because you see it's a lot that's not mixed up. How's the weather? You know, it was hot for the last couple of days and then it got cold. I'm like, this weather will keep you sick if you're not careful. And then my car was full of pollen, full of it. So I'm gonna mix that up. All right, so hopefully that's good enough. It's still some that's not mixed up in there. Let me see. You know, back in the day, old school. But y'all see what I was talking about with that almond flour? They said fine, but it looked pretty coarse to me. So last but not least, I'm going to throw in a cup of chips. I have these Swerve chips, dark chocolate, keto friendly. I'll do the whole breakdown. I think I did it before. 1 tablespoon is 8 carbs with 3 grams of dietary fiber. So that brings us to carbs, not, carbs. And that brings us down to 5 carbs. Calories are 60. So that's 1 tablespoon. I want a cup. I need a cup. How many tablespoons are in a cup? Yes, I did say retired math, but that's 4th grade math. I taught 9th and 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, roughly 8. Roughly 8. 8 tablespoons make a cup, roughly. And guess what? There's so few left in the bag. Let's go for it. All right, so we're going to mix this up. And we're still low on carbs. we are still low on carbs. Now you do have to freeze this just a little. Technically, you're supposed to roll it out. I'm not going to roll it out, but I am going to let it, just get a little firm for just a little bit because it'll be easier to work with. And it'll give that coconut flour and that almond flour a little bit of time to finish absorbing everything. It's a little loose, not loose, but if it had real flour, the consistency would be just a little bit different. You could add some more flour if you want. I think I want to add just a little bit more of the coconut flour. And I saw this done before, so I'm totally not freestyling. I'm going to go with 1/8 of a cup. Just see if I can get it just a little bit thicker. Did you, Traces of Twan, if you're still in here, did you use almond flour? What kind of flour did you use for your brownies? Because working with almond flour is trial and error continually. Oh, that's not bad. That's not, okay, you use almond flour, okay. That's not bad. You know when you bake, if something is sweet, I was taught by the old school people, that you might want to add just a little bit more sweetener because when it bakes, it's going to lose some of that sweetness. So, and yes, I am a messy cook, forgive me. So I'm going to go back in and just add a tiny pinch more of Splenda, another 1/8. Can't hurt you, right? Because it doesn't have a lot of calories or carbs. Splenda. They don't have any data out yet on Splenda that I know of. But it can't be worse than regular sugar. That much we know. Not unless it has, cancer-causing agents or something like that. All right, so I've got some parchment paper here. I'm going to throw this onto this parchment paper real quick. And I'm going to leave this in here for 10 minutes. Y'all go do something for 10 minutes. I'm going to leave it in the refrigerator. Well, actually, I can put it in the freezer. For 10 minutes, y'all go and do something and come back because I'm going to stay here. Come back in 10 minutes and I'll still be here cooking. It's 10 o'clock. So at 10:10, 10 minutes in the freezer for 10 minutes. Y'all, I did meal prep this week. Let's see if I can turn y'all back around. I did meal prep this week, but I still have some stuff left in the freezer. That's why I'm going to show y'all in my next video what I ate, what I actually ate compared to what I prepped. So yeah, so we're going to leave that in there for 10 minutes. I'm going to try to clean up some of my mess. The messy cook. That's what I'm going to try to do. And maybe we can chat for a minute. Yeah, so those girls, I mean, girls are wonderful. I wouldn't trade them in. I've raised a couple of boys and helped raise a couple of boys. Boys to me are like a little bit more difficult to reason with. Like once they get something in their head, it's hard. That's my experience. Now, those of you who actually have boys, you know. You know. But yeah. I mean, I have one grandson. Let's see. You said you ended up using regular sugar. Oh, next time I'll use dates for lesser calories and carbs. Serving size was 8 for 312 calories and 9 carbs. 8? Wow. You added walnuts and Reese's Zero. Okay. So 8 brownies was 312. So that's about 40, a little less than 40 carbs each. 40 calories each, and then the carb was about 1 carb. That wasn't bad. You use regular sugar? That wasn't bad for regular sugar, if I'm reading that correctly. Yeah. Wasn't bad. It's just finding that balance. That's what it is. And that's why, like I said before, I have to do cold turkey because it's hard for me to find a balance. It's hard for me to say, okay, you did good this week. You can reward yourself with 1 candy bar. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's all or none, okay? So, yeah. So I'm holding fast to the no pork, no chicken, no beef. I'll tell you something else. Your taste buds and your smell becomes, for mine, let me say for me, became more alive now that I'm not eating meat for some reason. I don't know why that has happened. But I don't know. I said this in one of my videos. I bought some pork skins last weekend without even thinking, because pork skins are no carbs. So I tasted one of them things. Oh my God, they smell so bad. I was like, oh, this is pork. So I was like, I wondered if this counts. And Tony was like, yeah, it counts. And he took the bag and started eating them. But yeah, they didn't smell so good. I never noticed that before. It was just pork skins. But like I said, and I'll keep saying it, I'll keep preaching that I feel so much better now that I'm not eating meat. I just feel so much better. I don't think a lot of people really understand what it feels like when you're overweight. You could be in pain. You could be in back pain, knee pain, elbow pain, shoulder pain. I mean, especially if you got, over the shoulder boulders or whatever they call them. You could be in shoulder pain, because you're carrying a lot of weight, period. And so, if that's mixed with inflammation, lack of exercise, movement, all of the above, if it's mixed with all of that, then, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. Well, I've been in trouble. So, like I said, I felt so much better after, after not eating that meat. I mean, you could feel better after losing 10 pounds. Trace of Twine, I want to invite you to my channel to just give us your testimony, your experience on what it has been like, because you've lost like 80 pounds. You know, what has that been like? How has that felt? You know what I mean? To just have 80 pounds taken away from your body, you know. A lot of times people look at people who are overweight and sometimes you're like, well, you know, who do they think they are? Why did they do this? Or why? Because I know for me, you know, like I said, when I got married in my first marriage, I got married at 175, okay? Size 10 dress, 12 pants, you know. And so that's who I was. I definitely don't think that's who I am, but a lot of times when you are overweight, you don't see yourself as you really are, or even as other people see you. I mean, that goes with everything, every addiction. Oh yeah, you got to check her channel out. She's lost a lot of weight. I think it was about 80 pounds. I think so. If not 60, it's up there. It's noticeable weight of, you know, if I lost 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds, it would be noticeable weight, you know, for me that I could feel. You know, I've lost over the course of 2 years, 30 pounds. And, you know, I can tell when I gain, you know, 6, 7, 8 pounds. I can tell the difference. And so I can imagine what it's like, you know, to have lost an extreme amount of weight. Let me see, hold on. I don't know if she's still on here. Um, if she's still on here listening, but yeah, an extreme amount of weight. I can imagine, you know, how that feels. She looks great. So yeah, Traces of Twine. I don't know if you're still here or not. We're talking about you, but it's in a good way. We're, we're talking about you in a good way. I'm looking, okay, here it is. She's got a 2-minute video of what I lost in 1 year. It was her 1 year anniversary. Let's see.
Yes, yes, yes. And I am so pleased to announce that tonight, you guys, I will be going live. Yes, I will be going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
I'm trying to see. It's on.
Guess why, you guys? Today, February the 22nd, 2024.
Oh, thank you.
1 year anniversary on my.
It's not. It's low in carbs. It's very low in carbs, which is what I'm counting. You know, low carbs keto is the old Atkins diet.
Your girl have been on this journey to a healthier me. Yes, yes, yes. And I am so pleased to announce that tonight, you guys, I will be going live. Yes, I will be going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you that would like to join me, if you're available, you can join me tonight. Celebrate my 1 year anniversary with me, you guys. I will be sharing as.
Okay, so I don't think. Trace, you're here. You still tell us how much. I'm looking at one of your videos, trying to figure out. Didn't you lose like 80 pounds over the past year? How much exactly did you lose over the past year? Because it was a lot. And that's a wonderful thing. I'm so proud of you, and I don't even know you. It's a win. It's a win, guys. It's a win. Okay. Oh, there she put it. There she put it right there. I'm down 62 pounds. Girl, that's a blessing from God. My God. 62 pounds? That's like, what is that? About 3 or 4 dress sizes. That's gotta be a few, at least. Yeah, at least 3 or 4. Congrats, congrats, congrats. It's a win. Can't go wrong. It's a blessing. So, yeah. I'm washing my hands. It's been 10 minutes. Now you have to kind of work with this kind of quick because it's going to soften up on us. Yeah, congratulations. So I'm working on it. Right, Bless Row, we work. Bless Row, you came down a lot one time too, but you know. Bless Row, you kind of like me, but I'm not as drastic as you are. Bless Row, you did like a 30-day water fast. Oh my gosh, nothing but water. I couldn't do it. I would have been kicking and screaming. Okay? Bad enough I don't drink enough water now, but I used to do when I was younger, I used to do the 3 days off, 3 days on, whatever it was. Bless Rose said I came down and went back up. Let's see. You said I would have been over 80, but I had a few gains, especially when I was taking care. Okay. Okay. Oh, so sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss. Yeah, different things happen. Yeah, and I know you had hurt your knee too. But yeah, bless Rose. Yeah, that 30-day water fast, that was phenomenal. Phenomenal. But yeah, back in the day when you used to do the lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and maple syrup, you make a batch of that, drink that for 3 days. I mean, yeah, maple syrup, cayenne pepper. Drink that for 3 days and then eat for 1. Man. Joshua, you said I came down too. I'm not coming up again with gaining weight. I feel you. I feel you. My mother, she went on to be with the Lord. She said, "Girl, get that weight under control." She was always hard on me about my weight. Once I started gaining weight, and I'm an only child, I used to tell her, "You need to have more kids. You should have had more kids." But yeah, Netta Boo, you in the building? I see somebody saying good morning, Netta. You in the building? You said I'm very slim. I will not. You're not going to gain. Well, good. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right, so I'm taking it out. Taking it out. We're going to look at this. Let me just move you over here. All right, so I've got this here. And I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Give me 1 second. I always say that if my mom was living, I would not be this big. Yeah, my mom, she just like, I mean, when I first got married, like my first husband would buy me cakes and stuff, and she would be so mad at him. She would be like, "He's buying you cakes instead of flowers. Why?" She would be upset, okay? But you know, they were good buddies in the end. He's going on to be with the Lord. Um, but yeah, she would just always get after me about my weight. So now I wish you were here. It wouldn't matter. So I really want to take like half of this. Let me back this up so y'all can see. But so I'll roll it out and make a cookie. But again, in my previous experience with this, you do have to kind of work kind of fast because once it softens up, it's a wrap. I'm gonna get a piece of parchment paper to put on this cookie sheet real quick. The oven has been on for a minute. Thank God it's not hot out. And then I'm going to start. All right, so I got my parchment paper. Now, what I need, guys, which is what I don't have, I need something to shape my cookie. I need a cookie shaper. Give me a second, because I'm about to be creative. And don't y'all judge me. Don't judge me. All right, so I have, let's see what this is. There's a lot in there. I wanted something that didn't have a lot. All right, I'm just going to use the top of the cinnamon because I don't have anything, and then I'll just have to wash it out. I have so many little gadgets, but of course I can't find them right now. Netaboo is one of my wonderful daughters. She's probably going to kill me because I'm doing this. I put a little coconut oil on it, so hopefully they'll slide off. Can y'all see that? So I'm just going to start carving out the cookies. The chocolate chips are getting in the way. Chocolate chips are getting in the way. I got so many chips in there. Y'all can see how it's getting loose already. I don't want to lose this piece of parchment paper. I know. How's she going to scoop them out of there? It needs to be a little bit more frozen. All right, let's see what we're working with. Let's see what we're working with here. Oh, that's not gonna see that shape. It needs to be, can y'all see that? It needs to be a little bit more but we're going to work with it. We're going to work with it. In a minute, I'm going to, because it's not soft. It's too soft. It's too soft. Okay, so it's too soft. There you go. You know, I like to cut them out so that they'll all be the same shape, and hopefully, you know, the same shape, the same size. You know, get a little scooper and do it like that. I can still smell that yogurt, I tell y'all that much. Yeah, I probably have to like leave it in there, in the refrigerator overnight. That's what I probably have to do. Because when I made them before, that's exactly what happened. I was leaving them in there for a little bit, and then I ended up leaving them in there overnight and able to roll them out. That video is on here. It's probably like at least a year or two old. It might have been on my other channel. So these are very low in carbs. I can do the math later on, but yeah. While they're in the oven, I'll look at all the math pieces of it on my FitnessPal. And of course, you know, it depends on how many cookies you end up making after you add up all those carbs. Yeah, it's a blessing if you have your mom. I'm just looking at your comment again, bless Ro. It's a blessing. But, you know, my first and my second husband were just, you know, among those men who liked, you know, plus size women. So it is what it is. All right, so I've got 3, 6, 9, 12. I've got 12 on here. I'm going to throw these in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes at, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm throwing them in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes at 350. Let's go. I'm going to put this timer on because I'm going to be running my mouth. I'm going to put the timer at 7 and go from there. I got to wash that. I'm going to save this. Put this back in the freezer, y'all, for the next batch. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can add up some of these carbs. Yeah, the bake is going to be about 8 to 10 minutes. So let me turn this camera around again. I done became a pro now. Ha ha! Don't speak too soon. I remember before I was struggling. Yeah, so I've got the timer set at 7 minutes. It's 8 to 10 minutes. I've got it set at 7 just to check on it. And I'm going to get a pen. And yeah, let's count the. Okay, so a half a cup of coconut flour. Let me see. A half a cup of coconut flour. Coconut flour is 8 carbs. Coconut flour is 8 carbs for 2 tablespoons. Let me go on MyFitnessPal and stop playing around. Yeah, 7 minutes. But I remember when I first gained weight, I was depressed. Oh my gosh. Couldn't find anything to wear. And back then, I'm a little older. Back then, they didn't have a lot of stores that you could shop in, a lot of plus size stores. I remember my mom used to go to this store in New York. I'll never forget, called The Forgotten Woman. That store has some nice, expensive clothes. She used to buy me outfits from there. Yep. As a grown woman, spoiled, she used to buy me some beautiful, beautiful outfits that would last. You know, she would say, get you some nice pieces that will last. My mom, she worked for the United Negro College Fund. So, she was like the black suit, the blue suit. You remember back in the day when they had the ladies 3-piece, you had the jacket, the skirt, and the pants. So you could switch it up. Get you a couple of nice pieces, a couple of nice tops you can mix and match. They say we only wear 25% of what's in our closet anyway. So, all right, let me stop talking and find this food. All right, coconut flour. I'm on MyFitnessPal. Coconut flour is, because you could just put in what you had. So we've got a 60 with a check. Let's see. 2 tablespoons. I need to know how much a cup is. A cup of coconut flour is 64 carbs. Are you kidding me? And we used a half cup. So that's 32. It is 240 calories and 32 carbs. We used a half cup. Then we went back in and used an eighth of a cup. Remember that? So that's going to be another 60 plus 8. So that's 40 carbs and 300 calories. Just for the coconut flour, I'm feeling. Excuse me, you said your daughter is spoiled. Yeah, my mom spoiled me. She spoiled me as a child, of course, being her only child. But I didn't, like a lot of people in the past felt like, they were surprised, like I was the only child because maybe I wasn't, as spoiled as they thought I should be. It didn't mean that she didn't spoil me, because she absolutely did. But I think she spoiled me more as an adult. Just because I was her only child and she wanted to see me succeed. I left college, got married. It was so crazy. I'm telling you, if Jesus hadn't saved me, I would be like an Angela Davis hippie. I'm trying to tell you. Because, hunty, I was on a mission, okay? And I just went to visit my boyfriend for the summer, and we just decided to get married. Well, the reality was I was saved and he got saved. He was never, talking about religion, church, salvation, anything. And then he just up and got saved. And he was like, oh, we got to get married. So it's a long story. But anyway, so she spoiled me more to me as an adult. She gave us a car for our wedding gift. Oh my gosh. It was a mess, but yeah. And then when I started having kids, oh my gosh, she bought for my kids seasonally. And my mom said like maybe after my second one, because they were like 18, 19, no, about 20 months apart, 22, something like that. But she was like, you're getting confused. You wanted siblings, you wanted friends, sisters and brothers, you're having kids. Like you need to slow down. But my thought was I would always have two together because I was always by myself. So I had. Is that the 7 minutes already? See? Oh, let's see what we got. Okay. They're not. I'm gonna give them one more minute. Because it says 7 to 10, so I'm gonna add 2 minutes here. They're getting a little brown around the edges, and they still cook. Yeah, so when I started having those kids, oh my gosh, she would buy so much. My first husband was like, why is she doing that? You said she was spoiled as a child too. I was like, because it has nothing to do with you. It's just who she is. We didn't know love language back then. That's just who she is. She's going to buy. My mother would buy seasonally for them. Wait till stuff go on sale in Bloomingdale's because she lived in New York. Macy's, all the stores, and just buy seasonally. And then just come down to Philadelphia. That's where I was at the time with bags of clothes. Bags of clothes. But yeah, such is life. My kids think I'm going to spoil them like that. It's too many of them. I tell them all the time, it's too many of y'all. Okay, so where are we? Pop buttered up. So we did the coconut flour. Let's do the almond flour. It was 2 tablespoons of almond flour. Where is that at? 2 tablespoons of almond flour. It's only going to be 2 minutes. Almond flour, 2 tablespoons is 80 calories and 3 carbs. I can't believe that coconut flour. I need to go back and check that. But it would call for a half cup. The brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar is 30 calories and 8 carbs. Okay. I hear you. All right, I'm taking them out, guys. Oh, yeah, they're golden brown. You got to get them off of here. And you do have to let these sit. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me turn this around. Can y'all see those? So I'm going to take these off real quick. Because you got to let them sit. I need to get them off this heat. Let's just hope that they don't fall in the process. Can we do that? Bingo. You said we were really poor when she was young. So we started yeah. So when we started making money, we spoiled her. Yes. Yes. And I get it. That's exactly what happened. Like with my 2 oldest daughters. Hold on. My two, okay, here they are, guys. Take a good look. Those are so pretty. Oh, I hope the camera's doing them justice. Oh, they spread, they came out kind of like almost the same shape. All right, so I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut like, cause you gotta let them, you have to let these cool. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So I'm gonna cut these two right here. You see how I just hit that one in the crumble? If you don't let them cool, they're gonna fall apart. So I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator or freezer. I'm gonna put them in the freezer for like 3-4 minutes. Let them get cool. But yeah, that's what happened with my two older daughters. We were in the grind, we were working hard, and I had to go back to school and all of that because I left school to get married. And so we started, it was, let me see, I had those two, and then it was 4 years after I had another one. And then I ended up having two more after 4 years. And they were more spoiled than the first two because they were, getting part of those blessings. And then 6.5 years later, I had my baby. I just can't resist, y'all. Thanks, sis. I can't resist. I'm gonna grab this little piece right here that fell off, and I'm gonna turn y'all back around one more time so y'all can see when I taste it. Cause y'all know that sometimes the low carb people don't always tell the truth. I'm not gonna say what one of my daughters said. Sometimes the low carb people, they be like, oh, it's so good. Not. And then when you try that recipe, it's like, no, it isn't. It really isn't. So I'm going to grab this little piece that I just showed y'all, and it's very crumbly. Oh, but it's good. Oh, yes, it's good. Can y'all see that? That's got the little chip. A little greasy. It's 100% good. You must try this recipe. I made it before, but you got to let them cool. You have to let them cool. We have to find out. Thank you. Yeah, my husband spoiled his daughters too. I mean, my first husband, he spoiled those girls. That's why I say that's why I don't have any. I have one grandchild. He spoiled them because he just would talk to them, and my girls were so spoiled. They would be like, say to one of their sisters, "My dad wants you." Like my dad, all y'all have the same dad. You know, they might be like, "Mom wants you." But my dad, I remember one day, I used to threaten them when they were little. And I would say, I'm going to tell your dad when you come home, y'all better do this, y'all better do that. He came home from work one day, and I was tattling on them. He said, look, you are not going to make me the monster in front of my girls. You need to handle it. Whatever they're doing wrong, you need to handle it because I'm just not going to be that person. And he meant that thing. He was not going to be a tyrant for his daughters. Now, he was stern, but, we would argue over things like dating, when they could date. And, yeah, I remember when our oldest daughter, she went on the prom, and her father was in Africa at the time. He caught a flight back. He caught a flight back so that he could be there. So that he could be there for her prom date. And it was somebody from the church. Didn't matter. Yup. So he definitely, oh my God, he definitely spoiled them. remember a couple times I would ask him for money. He was like, I don't have none right now. Girls would ask him for money. He'd give them $20, $50. I'm like, I started saying, can you get a couple dollars for me? You know. Yep, he sure did. He came back so he could be there. But yeah, he really spoiled him. And he used to tell them, he made it hard for them because he used to tell them, make sure whatever man you get, he could take care of you like I'm taking care of you. If he can't take care of you on this level, then you don't need him. And I'm like, that's so not fair because this is not who you were when I met you. We have grown to this point and to this quote unquote status or whatever you want to call it. We worked hard, okay? But you were not that, okay? You weren't that when I met you. Good girls like bad boys. He was a bad boy. He was definitely a bad boy, you know. And my second husband is a bad boy. He's definitely a bad boy too, you know. But I don't know. You just have to kind of grow up at some point. At some point. But that's a whole nother story. That's what your husband says, yeah. What he says about the good girls like bad boys. Child. And good boys like, they like them bad girls. Some of them do. Some of them, not all of them, and not all for the other case too. Is always exceptions to the rule. But I'd be so worried for my grandson. I got a grandson. He's 16. Ooh, but you know what? His mother be handling it. She handles her business. She is a super mom. And her and his dad, they parent. They are good. They're good parents, you know. But yeah, she's a super mom. Super. I told them. I said, y'all need to write a book. Her, the dad, and the dad and the dad's wife. They all need to write a book because they are super. They are a super blended family. A really super blended family. Just beautiful. It's a testimony. But anyway, so much for telling other people's business. But they're my children. It's all in a positive way. They used to get after me like, Mom, especially, being a preacher on the pulpit, you know how that goes. But I'm waiting for these cookies, y'all. Give us a few more minutes and then we're going to be on our way. But yeah, they look good. You have to let them cool because they will crumble. Oh, they will crumble on you. I'm going to show y'all one right here. It's a little bit cool. Y'all can see. See how good that looks? I have to let y'all know. I just can't leave y'all without letting y'all know how many calories and carbs. This is 12. So I know I can do another batch of 12. So let's just say 24. 24 cookies per batch. Thank you. Yeah, they look good. But you see how crumbly they are? That's that gluten-free. That's why you got to let them sit. They don't have any kind of binder. I was hoping the yogurt would bind them a little bit. But they're good. I'm not going to lie. The longer you let them sit, the better. All right. Give me a couple more minutes. I've been on here too long. Give me a couple more minutes. I'm going to tell y'all. We were at the coconut flour. Okay, wait. We did the brown sugar. We did the almond flour. Okay, I was looking at the wrong recipe. See what I mean? Let me start again. 6 ounces of butter. Let's do this, and then I'm going to taste the cookie, and then we're leaving. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. And those who came on through and come back later on and fast forward through the videos, because I do that too sometimes. I will fast forward a video in a heartbeat. let me see. This called for 6 ounces of butter. We doing the carbs and the calories, so I can let y'all know. 1 teaspoon of butter. You said it was 12. You said it was 12 teaspoons, 6 ounces. So, okay, so the butter, mercy, is 387 on the calories, 0 on the carbs. Yogurt, Greek yogurt. It's just easier to look this up. Greek yogurt, we did ounces. We did 2 ounces of Greek yogurt. 2 ounces is 34 calories and 2 carbs. Vanilla extract, well, we did lemon extract. That doesn't count, though. Lemon extract doesn't count. Lemon extract. 1 tablespoon of lemon extract. Wow, 37 calories, 1.6. I'm just going to say 2 carbs. Brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of that raw sugar was This has 2 teaspoons. So 16, serving size is about 8 grams. Let me go here. Raw sugar, which is the brown sugar. Raw sugar. Raw cane sugar. 2 tablespoons is 30 calories and 8 carbs. Thank you. They look good. Let me see. Stevia should be free. No carbs, no calories. Yeah. Stevia is free. 1/2 cup of almond flour. 1/2 cup of almond flour. We need the cup. 1/2 cup. Yeah, I knew that was too much. So why are you giving me milliliters? I said cup. Oh, okay. Y'all don't have it? Let me try somebody else. Y'all don't want to act right. Almond flour, what are you? 3 tablespoons is 4 carbs with two dietary fiber. Okay, so 3 tablespoons. How many tablespoons? Right, that's what I'm saying. It's not a lot when you divide it. I'm trying to get those major ingredients in there. The major ingredients, let's see, 1/2 cup of almond flour. How much almond flour? 1/2 cup is how many tablespoons or spoons? 1/2 cup to spoons. 8 tablespoons. Did I just lose a nail? Yeah, y'all, I got press-on nails on. 8 tablespoons is 1/2 cup. So this is 3 tablespoons, 3, 6, 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's going to be 10 carbs and about 250 calories on the almond flour, and then on the coconut flour, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Yeah, these are really good. Once you divide it up, for real. coconut flour, 2 tablespoons, 60 calories, and 8 carbs. So that's everything. All right, let's add it up. Calculator. I'm adding it up, y'all. 34, 37, 30, 250, and 60. That's 798 divided by 24. Because I got 12. So that's 33 calories, 33.25 calories per cookie. And let's do the carbs. 2, 8, 10, and 8. That's divided by 24. Yeah, I knew when I made these before, that's 1.25 carbs per cookie. When I made these before, it was like a carb or less. You cannot beat that. You can't beat it. All right, I'm going to get these, the ones I put in the refrigerator. You know, you make processed food lasts forever. But when you cook, look, it don't last. Look at that. Now this one, I just took it out the freezer. Can see how much more solid it is as opposed to the ones that are still crumbling over here on the parchment paper. And yeah, it's a little cold, but guess what? It's gonna break up. One and a quarter carbs? You kidding me? It's good. Give it a try. Let me know. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sticking with me. See you next week. Low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. Remember, every day is a new beginning. Bye-bye. Delicious. You do the same, Bless Row. You do the same. Have a great weekend. Tracy Twan, have a great weekend. Those of you who've come through, and those of you who will come later on. Dark chocolate. I need the milk chocolate, but they're still good.